Y'all, I just got my shit absolutely cooked in Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube, bro. If y'all don't know, me and Jamil usually 80-20, 80 and 90-10. I usually just destroy him. He literally doesn't even stand a chance. I'm just like disgusting in the game. He just beat me like it was 6-1. It was supposed to be a best of 5, but he beat me 3-1. I was so tilted I had to keep playing. 6-1. Is this what it's come to? I'm this shit? Yeah, what the fuck? I'm a little bit. I mean, hey, this is my John. I got a lip. Bro, whoever made the ambulance, bro, whoever was in the lab being like, yo, what do we want this shit to sound like? They chose a real interesting noise, bro. If I could choose, if I could choose what an ambulance sound like, imagine an ambulance coming next, just yelling, oh, just like fucking. Okay, that's bad. I'm gonna cut that. I might cut that out. I shouldn't. I'm not gonna cut that out. Anyways, whoever's in the lab, bro, who decided whatever that sounds like, bro? Like just like Betsy Ross, bro. Betsy Ross decided what the flags look like. Hey, free Betsy Ross. She's not even. There's no reason for her to be. I think she's dead, actually. R.I.P. Betsy Ross. Anyways, I don't really got much to say today. I had a nice day. I brought Will to the park. Bro, yesterday was my first session with my boy for stock trading, bro. And the thing about this shit is, I'm a visual learner. You guys know me. I'm a visual learner kind of guy. And so like for the beginning, you know, dude, I went through this. Dude, I was like, you know, you gotta know the basics. So there is some textbook shit you gotta learn. There is a lot of textbook shit you should learn, right? And like. So I had the basics down. I had my glossary of like 50 terms. And I was like, yo, let's just open up a chart and let's just see what's going on. So if you guys don't know Ninja Trader, on Ninja Trader, it's a free. You can download the software for free. You could watch back like in live time like whatever day you want, whatever happened on whatever day. So at first we were just on TradingView, just looking at different days, and we're like, I'm like, dude, how do people not see these patterns? It's so easy. And he's like, obviously, bro, Nick, you're an idiot. And dude, in 2020 it's so easy to have 2020 vision with stocks, like, oh yeah, this took this pattern, it did this pattern, obviously. But when you're in the live view, bro, to have the confidence to put your money up on this, to put your money up and have the balls to do this, it's a bit different. And so like, I just thought, I loved the charts, bro. I was having a blast. I was looking at this shit, and I was like, this makes so much sense to me. This is like, I was wondering what I knew about volatility, I knew about volume, I knew about liquidity sweeps, bro. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Shorting, fucking going long. Like, I was like, this is all making sense to me. I just need to look at a chart. And so then, bro, my boy, so we watched back. We did a live view of yesterday. So we started at, you know, market open, and he was like, well, let's just see where we would like open up a position at. So he's never done this before, bro. He does options. He doesn't really look at charts like this, bro. This guy's a freaking freak of nature. I don't know if he got lucky, but he was like, okay, right here. Like, you know, he drew some lines. He drew the resistance line, the break, you know, wherever the breakthrough was going to be, you know, the lowest low. Like, he was doing all these lines. He's like, I don't even know what's going on. But he was correct every single time. Like, everything, he was like, oh yeah, it shouldn't break past this trend line. It didn't. I was like, dude, why aren't you just buying a paper trading account and start trading? You're a fucking freak of nature. Anyways. So I was hyped, bro. I'm hyped, bro. This is like a generational. This is like a generational skill that you can teach anyone. I'm also sad because I can't do draw with me today. I couldn't, dude. I'm postponing this shit, and it's making me sad because I really want to get it posted, and I want to be a freak of nature. And you know, sorry I'm going so fast, but then it's because Julianne, her roommate, came back today. She just went and picked him up at the airport. We don't really have time, and I want her to spend time with him because he's been gone for a couple weeks. So like you know, da 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 da. But so we can't really have time to do this shit. Fuck. And then also, but then on the good news, yo, like, for some reason, bro, I don't even use Reddit. I don't use Reddit at all. But when I made a YouTube and I started posting, like, within the last couple weeks, I just started getting, like, notifications from this r/new YouTubers. And this person said, I just hit 16,000. Listen, I just hit 16,000 subscribers after 6 months. It's possible, bro. I need to lock the fucking with the TikTok. I need to lock the fucking with these thumbnails and with these fucking titles, bro. I need to play the game, but also. Anyways, I need to read that book. Also in the news. So a couple of years ago, I read this book in 2021 called Dopamine Nation by Dr. Anna Lembecki. She's a professor at Stanford. The book was so cold that I wrote her a fucking like 3,000 word email, like telling it like the impact of it on my life, right? And dopamine, it's really about just addiction, and not just like addiction to drugs. It's like any form of addiction. Like she was in the book. She kind of goes over different clients. Like she has approval from them. Like she goes over each client and like. Different clients have different addictions, and she also talks about her own addiction to like romance novels and like kind of erotic novels and things like that. So it's a really good book, right? So I wrote her this really long email, and then the other day, Julianne sends me, like yesterday, she sends me a YouTube video like, "Oh, you should watch this podcast." It was a podcast with freaking Dr. Anna Lembecki, and I was like, "Dude, I know her, bro. I have her book." And I pulled out the book, and then I was like, "Yo." I tried to find the email that I sent her because she saved it. She literally said, "I'm going to like print this out and save it and put it in my office. Like this is like so profound. Like thank you so like this is it is really it was meaningful to her." For some reason the email is gone. I couldn't find it. So sad, so sad. Anyways, other than the news, so if you guys don't know what quantum leaping is, bro, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. Quantum leaping is kind of the idea that at all times, it's just multiversal theory essentially. Like at all times, there's like a million versions, like infinite versions of you experiencing the same thing at any time. Well, at the same time, infinite versions of you experiencing other things. So like right now, in this very moment, there's a version of me that like can get up and just smash this camera because he's so mad. There's a version of me that just finishes this video, goes inside and goes to sleep. There's a version of me that goes inside and walks. There's infinite versions of you at all times. Like every point in your life is a decision tree, and each time you choose a new decision, you're entering like kind of a new reality essentially. And so the point of quantum leaping is like, if you want to be successful, it doesn't even have to be successful in all forms. Like whether it's like familial, financial, career-wise, any like health-wise, workout-wise, whatever it is. It's this idea that you can like quantum leap into the version of yourself that is performing those things. Like, and so a lot of people use it in terms of like finances, like a lot of times, or career, like or what school they want to go to. They're like, okay, so there's a version of me that's like a millionaire, like right? Like I'm not saying literally. Like there definitely is. There's a version of every single one of us that's like, successful in that way. I'm not saying that's everyone's goal. Everyone's goal is not to become a millionaire. And that's also not possible in terms of capitalism because we bottleneck. But there's a version of you that's doing whatever you desire the most, right? There's a version of you that is what you desire. And so it's like, what would that version of yourself be doing? And what would they be thinking? What would their cognitions be? What would their habits be? All these things. And you write this shit down, or you create a vision board, or they call it, what do they call it? I forgot the word for it. Like a vision kind of movie, where you create a clip, like a 2-3 minute video where it's you professing mantras, while also look like the video is going through you with like your whole like with a family, or like whatever it is, like whatever you were trying to affirm and like manifest, right? And the point is as you continue to convince your subconscious that you're a rich person, or that you got into this school, or that you paid off this, or that you found a new friend group, or that you started doing this hobby. As you convince your subconscious to do that those things are true, your reality will match. And so my thing is, like, for me it's finances right now, because I feel like for some reason I have such a financial block. Like there's some sort of like energetic block, because all money is an energy. It's an energy of opportunity. It's like it's a byproduct of opportunity. It's a byproduct of whatever it is, right? There's an energy to money. It's not just like some green paper bill. I mean, clearly it's not anymore because it's such digitized. But there's an energy to it. Just like there's the same way there's an energy to love, and there's an energy to friendship, and there's an energy to like. Every single one of you guys has met a person in your life. You're like, holy shit, everything comes easy to this person. Or like the other day, I met an occupational therapist, doctor, OTD, yeah, who was literally like, her aura was so insane. And then I brought her to see my friend at work, and my friend afterwards like, yo, her aura was insane. Like, there's a certain way that you radiate to the world, right? And so for me, it's like there's this financial block where I think that I'm telling opportunities, like I'm subconsciously turning down and closing my heart off to financial opportunities and financial success and those types of things, right? Like, there's something, I have a feeling this is true, because like, it's not like, bro, I put $5,000 in my Roth IRA. I didn't feel a single thing because I was like, oh, money's gonna come back. Like, my mom was kind of upset about it, right? Or like, I buy shit. And I'm like, I have kind of a detachment to money where like I'll just spend money because I'm like, whatever. But spending money and receiving money are two different energies, right? And so I think by receiving energy, I have it blocked off. And the reason I feel so is like when I was a kid, like, no, I got whatever we wanted. We spent a lot of, like, we would go on trips all the time. Like, I went on more trips than any kid ever deserved to, and I'm very grateful. But at the same time, there was a level of scarcity of money. Like, when I would go out with friends, and like, my friends would get, hundreds of dollars to go spend when we would go on vacations or like whatever it was, and I would get like, whatever, X amount of money. Like, for some reason, there was always a feeling that we had less money than what they put out, or like there was a scarcity of money. Like, my dad used to be, he's not really anymore, a very frugal person with his money, right? And so I think I internalized that, where it's like I have some sort of scarcity with money, right? I'm not abundant with it. And so it's thinking about where are these blocks coming from. And so when I talked to someone about this, the first thing they said was like, anywhere where you think you could be receiving money and you're not accepting that, or you're being like, well, I don't want to receive money in this way or this form. Like, ask yourself why and what is the block there. And so it's like quantum leaping essentially is like figuring out where your childhood wounds are, healing them or acknowledging them, and then repeatedly telling your subconscious that you have the things that you desire. Like, it's not that I desire this, because if you say I desire this or I want this, that's an energy of lack. Like, you don't already have the thing. If you want love, you say I have so much love in my life. I'm so gratitude. It's like, whether it's true or not, it doesn't matter. It's more so like you convincing your subconscious that you have so much love. So then now when it goes onto the world, you're like, it's like, oh yeah, we do have love. And the lens in which your subconscious views the world has changed, right? So now it's like you're like affirming like your really beliefs. Like, if I have the belief that there's so much love in my life, then I'm gonna be like, wow, my dog is right there having a great time. Like, she loves me so much. Or like, I'm outside and the birds are chirping. There's love all around. This tree is breathing next to me, right? Obviously, that's some like kumbaya type shit, right? Like, obviously, there's like limits to this shit. Whatever it is. But anyway, so that's something I'm working on. And so I realized, like, I had this blog site that has like a million, like, is so certified on Google. It has so many backlinks, and it has almost at 1 million impressions, and like so thousands upon thousands of clicks. And so I was like, oh wait, I can literally just use this thing. And so what I did today, I set up a page like for affiliate marketing where it was like, here are my favorite products. And I'm not gonna put some bullshit products on there. I'm setting up this page. I was like, here's my affiliate links, but the products are like things that really are meaningful to me. Like, some of the things I put on there, like, it's like I have to keep it. It takes a while, so I finally found a template. But like, I hate web design. I can't do it. I hate this shit. But like, I'm doing it right now. I found a template. So I'm categorizing by like books, by like drawing stuff, by like videography stuff, and like YouTube stuff, and just by miscellaneous stuff, or and by stimulation stuff, right? So like for book stuff, like The Road Less Traveled. Jamil, if you're watching this, if you read this book, great things will happen, bro. I promise you. The Road Less Traveled is the book that, like, when I first started my spiritual journey in 2020, it was the first book that I read. It was the most. I'm gonna go back. I need to reread it again, because it's like a book that it's like the Bible. Okay. I don't mean that in a blasphemous way, but it's like a book you, like, every time you read it again, it doesn't get old. It's like when you read it now, you're like, okay, I see, and I'm taking these lessons away. But then if you read it like a couple months later, you're like, you start to see things that you didn't see before. So The Road Less Traveled, banger, by M. Scott Peck. The Untethered Soul, banger. Dopamine Nation, banger. Atomic Habits, banger. And then other books that are other things are like miscellaneous. My Body Pillow, because that shit's fire. I love my body pillow. The body pillow is the greatest thing. It's probably the greatest single thing I've ever bought for sleeping or like just for comfort ever. And then like I have like a bunch of like, oh, Julianne called me a good one. Like there's like a bunch of, because my blog has a lot to do with neurodivergency awareness and like autism awareness and like that type of shit. And like just like stimulate like the best like stimulation toys and like gizmos and gadgets and things to like help ground your child or like kind of stimulate them when they need to be right. So stuff like that that's safe for children. Like one thing is like I used to work with a kid when I was a behavioral therapist that he hated getting soap in his eyes. Like he hated baths because he didn't like water running over his face, right? So like we got him this like shower cap, like like the one you use for babies. So then the water just runs over like out here, runs over instead of in their face. So yeah, dude. So I think, and then I'm gonna turn up on my blog and really like make it serious again, because I think that's a good way to like a good stream of income. But anyways, I don't know. Sorry, I was just fucked up. But hey, well. It's okay, girl. Dude, I looked back and we made eye contact. Anyways. Alright guys, girls, gays, queers, I think my time's about to be up, so I love you guys. Guys, girls, gays, queers, they, them, these are any, all. Have a blessed rest of your Saturday. I'll catch you guys on a Sunday. It's gonna be fucking live. It's gonna be live. And I'm about to go watch my wait, let me see how much time I have. Oh, I got a couple minutes. My boy Dan, he just got back. He was on, not deployment, what do they call it? He was like on a, sometimes it's like a deployment, but like within the U.S. It's not really deployment. That's the wrong word. I don't remember the right word. But he's been gone for a couple weeks, so we're about to watch the UFC tonight. And I already got a couple glasses of wine in me right now. That's why I'm talking so fast. I'm chit chatting, rip rapping, yip yapping, double dip dapping, lip lapping. Where are you? All right, I need to chill out. All right, I love you guys.